by our disobedience to God. Bible also said a man had taken hold of the plow, looking back wasn't fit for the kingdom of heaven. Well, glory tonight. You better get your name off the church book out there if you ain't going to church. God, you're making God out a liar, brother. God ain't going to stand for no being no call, no liar out there. God said not to fail to assemble yourself in the Lord's house, as like matter some does. Now listen to this. Old Alton Thomas is out there. He's still around, Brother Jerry. He ain't went nowhere yet. Then said Thomas, one of the 12. I done told you he was sitting at the table. One of the 12 that God had chosen. Not with them when Jesus came. He wasn't with them when Jesus came to the place. Then the other disciples therefore said unto him, We have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, Except I see in his hands and prints and the nails, and put my fingers into the prints of his nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. Now listen at me. He didn't believe when he was around the table with the Lord. He seen all them miracles, didn't he? He still didn't believe he was the Lord. But Jesus gave him that piece of sponge. I call it the soap. Bible calls it that. He said the one that I give this to is the devil, brother. He's never been saved at the time. He wasn't even with them at the time. But Jesus appeared there. I threw, brother, the wall, and he appeared there in a spirit. That the Bible said that after 8 days, again the disciples were within, and Thomas with them. He joined back up with them again. Pray for me. Then came Jesus, the door had been shut, and stood in the midst, and said, Peace be unto you. Then said Thomas, Reach hither thy finger, and behold my side, my hands, and reach hither thy hands, and thrust into my side, and be not faithless, but believe. Thomas thought that this was a natural thing that he was looking at. I know you out there, a lot of you Baptist preachers won't believe me what I'm fixing to say. Why did Jesus tell him to reach in and be faithful that I am who I am? When you touched the Lord out there and you got saved, you had to believe that it was Jesus. Am I right? If you didn't believe, how are you going to get saved that it was Jesus? You see, Jesus done went up through the garden and they didn't know him. Supposed him to be the gardener. But Thomas hadn't seen that. But Jesus went in through the wall, brother, and when he went through there, he spoke to them, and they recognized him by the voice that he had. Thomas, brother, wouldn't believe it was him till he reached in and touched him, and made his fingers into them places. That how can you do this, now, church? How can you take a hold of a spirit and say that that's it or not? Jesus had to reveal himself to him, didn't he? To let him know that he was Christ. That's the only way he could do it. Jesus now wasn't in a fleshly body at the time. He was in a spiritual body. Then Thomas answered and said unto him, My Lord and my Lord, my God. Then Jesus said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. See, it turned it around just a little bit, didn't it? Because he was a spirit, Brother Jerry. That's why it was turning around. He was in a spirit, brother. When a spirit speaks to you, it's not a human being. It's not flesh you're speaking. It is the Spirit of God. That's what you get saved by. That's what Thomas got saved by. Bible said that when Thomas took the 30 pieces of silver and I gave it back to him, that he went out there, the Bible said, and brother, he repented of what he'd done to the Lord, and he went out and hung himself then. After that, somebody's sitting down on me. Committed suicide, right. And many other signs truly did Jesus do in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book. He done so much, brother, in the front of these disciples that they could not even put it in the book. And we have never read it. The Bible said that the book would be so big that our country or nation wouldn't even hold the book if it was put in there. The miracles that he done, brother, we just got the good part of it. It's all we got. We got to believe that God can do this stuff.